Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. And last video, we opened up more than 50 medium clue caskets, and while we didn't get ranger boots, we did manage to get this item right here, the Bandos cloak. And this is a very important item for Ironmen, but especially for UIM specifically, because with the Bandos cloak as well as the Bandos plate body, you can store the Bandos god sword in a stash unit. Originally my plan was to go back to Slayer now that we have the blowpipe as well as the assembler, and just train range for a long time while doing Slayer and eventually unlock Hydra. But because we got that item, that's taking up 2 extra spots in the looting bag for items that we don't necessarily have to have in there. So now that we have that, we got a little bit of a change of plans. The goal for now is to work towards getting a BGS. So today, we are going to be doing Bandos. And for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you probably already know that I don't have much experience with God Wars. Like, I know how to do Bandos, I just don't know how to do it efficiently with like the proper prayer flicking and stuff. So I'm gonna at least be starting out very, very basic. I'm not gonna promise to get all the way to BGS because if I get burned out, I'll just go back to Slayer or something. I don't want to force myself to do things I don't want to do because I don't think it's fun to watch someone who's not having fun. So at the very least, it's time to get our foot in the door at God Wars. Because, I mean, we did technically do God Wars once, you know, the Zammy Hosta, which if you didn't know this already, yeah, that was a thing that happened. So I'm going to suicide to Hispori so we can organize everything that we'll need. And the inventory will probably be very cramped for Bandos. Oh yeah, we also did Candor and Elite last video, but probably no one cares about that. And I guess here's a little check-in for the diary tab for anyone who has forgotten, or just to check up where we're at in terms of diaries. So I've been thinking about what I want to keep in the inventory versus put in the looting bag. I was thinking about using the imbued heart because a higher magic level gives more magic defense, but I think I'd value having one more spot for food over the imbued heart. So we'll put that in the looting bag. And I got a couple more things to figure out here. I actually have quite a bit more space than I thought. I thought we'd have to have some unnecessary items in the inventory, but we have 4 spots open, and I guess I'll charge up the Serp Helm with the scales and then put the rest of the scales in the bag. A fully charged Serp Helm lasts for 15 hours of combat. And while we're doing Bandos, the majority of the time won't even be in combat. That'll be like running to and from Bandos, and probably won't use up too much gank KC as well. So that will last a lot more than 15 hours, if not double, triple, or even longer than that. So now that the Serp Helm is charged up and will last us for quite a long time, the scales are going into the looting bag. We're actually looking really, really good for space. I'm gonna unload. Is it charge as well? Uncharge? Yes. Unfortunately, with the blowpipe, we have to store it as 2 separate items in the looting bag. We have 3 spaces open, so I guess I'll just put that in there, and we'll still have 1 space open for like if we get drops at Bandos or something, but I think that's good. I think it's good for the inventory. I would use Bruise as well to heal up in between kills, but first off, we don't have super restorers, and second off, I don't know if I'll be able to get more than 1 kill per trip. Maybe 2 kills if we're pushing it, but I'll just be glad to get 1 kill. I'll be very happy with that. And I feel a lot more confident now that I see how much space we have. We'll have like 13, 14 spots for food or something probably. And yes, I'm very well aware that we don't have super combats on the account. I mean, maybe it's not even worth using super attacks. Maybe 1 food's probably more worth it. Well, no, it's probably not. Super attack's probably better. I just want to do Bandos, okay? Leave me alone. I don't want to train Herblore for a long time. I just want to get some cool drops, okay? So, if/when I do die at Bandos, if you didn't know, I will have 2 inventories, essentially, of items with me. And that means if I die, I will have to take 2 trips over to Bandos. Luckily, looting bags are currently buyable from Slayer Masters for 30k while Bounty Hunter is down as of the time of recording this. So that will save quite a bit of time. Actually, it could save a lot of time if you get really unlucky. But dying on a UIM at God Wars could be pretty scary because you spawn in Edgeville or Lumbridge or whatever with nothing on you besides your untradables, and you have to get food and make your way back over to God Wars, get KC, get into the room while tanking hits and picking up all your items, and then you have to do that again, all in the course of 1 hour. So because of that, I will be wearing the typical hardcore Ironman defense cape here, because it has the Ring of Life perk built into it. Because with the UIM, there are no shortcuts, because if this can save me even once, that'll way more than make up for the time that a Fire Cape would get me from like doing a few extra max hits and a little bit more damage here and there. Ever since Song of the Elves came out, I've had no idea how the crystal like weapons and armor and stuff work, so I just googled it, and I think I kind of understand how it works now. I'm pretty sure we can buy a crystal tool steed, or we can buy like a fully charged weapon or shield or something. It is very expensive, And of course, one of my main goals, as a lot of you probably know, is saving up 40 mil GP for 99 construction. I have no idea what I'm doing here in the dialogue, but it's gonna be kind of expensive, so let's see. Oh, my bad. No, it's this guy over here, Islwin, that sells it. Ilfine recharges it, and it's cheaper to recharge than it is to buy one from scratch. But there are ways to get a crystal weapon seed, and you can just have her recharge it, but this guy will sell you the straight up crystal weapon seed is what you need, I guess. So make sure we're buying one here, and we could choose shield or bow, and we want the shield. 750k. That's a not nice hit to the cash stack, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. Also, apparently you don't have to imbue them anymore. I think they took that away from Nightmare Zone. I know I'm like months late on this, but I just have never been at a point in the account where I've had a need for a crystal shield since Song of the Elves came out, because we're just getting to that point now in here. But if you take a look at the range defense, watch where it goes from 245 to 325. That's so good, man. I guess all the other defenses as well. It's all above 300 besides magic. That's real. I'm a freaking tank, dude. Oh yeah, I think the Hosta also gives some defense bonuses. To get Karambwans, I just buy them here from Alphonse the Waiter. I think they're like 300 each or something. So I'm not sure if I should just keep the cash stack on me, or maybe after each trip, I'll take out 1k if I want to buy 3 Karambwans, or 2k if I want to buy 6 per trip. And then that way, yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll put this money back in Nightmare Zone, and that way we'll have 1 free extra inventory slot for food. We'll check in with the money. We are sat at 24.4 mil. I will have the Dust Staff in my inventory, so I will be able to switch to it to cast Teleport to House after each trip. But I would like to have an emergency teleport, and for that, we're going to use the Ectophile. Oh, damn it. Of course, the money's in Nightmare Zone. But yeah, that's what we'll be using. And then one last thing to buy here is Water Runes, because... oh, what am I doing? Why do I keep... okay, Water Runes, so that way we can cast Bones to Peaches. If we are able to do 2 kill trips. I don't know like how we're going to do if we could even do 2 kill trips, but yeah, I'll have to equip the Dust Staff each time I want to cast it because it requires Earth Runes. So as long as I get all the minions killed, I won't have to worry about taking a few extra seconds to equip that to cast the spell. What the hell? I'm trying to buy runes and all these people just popped up out of nowhere. I'm not streaming or anything. I guess people are just having a magic party or something. That's weird timing. That's funny though. Oh yeah, the Ring of Recoil, by the way, should do a decent amount of DPS if we turn that on. So I'm going to toggle that so it's on, and that'll help, you know, that'll be a couple extra free hits over the course of each kill, I think. And we do have a lot of charges to spare on there, 48,000. And I think we are all good to go then. So for doing Bandos, you need a Zammy item and a Bandos item, at least while you're getting KC. So I will have the Bandos plate body equipped while we're getting KC, and then right before I go into the boss room, I will equip the Zammy D-Hide. And then the Hosta counts as a Zammy item. Normally to get to God Wars on this account, I'd use the Troll Stronghold teleport on the Nexus, but because we happen to have the Tome of Fire on us, we can just use, you know, what everyone else uses, the Trollheim teleport, which I'm sure you know takes you right over here. So I'll save a few seconds per trip because we happen to have the Tome of Fire. As we're heading over there and getting KC, I just want to go over the drops from Bandos. So each armor piece is 1 out of 381, which means there's a 1 out of 127 chance per kill of getting any armor piece. However, the main thing that we're here for is the God Sword. And if you don't know already, to build a God Sword, you need a hilt, and then God Sword shards 1, 2, and 3. The Bandos hilt is a 1 out of 508 drop, and then each shard is 1 out of 762. Also, the minions as well drop the armor pieces and shards, but not the hilt. And we're going to be killing 3 minions per Bandos kill, so there is still a small chance to get stuff from them. And then, of course, there's the pet, which is 1 out of 5k, but that's not something we'll ever get on this account. Okay, and there's 40 KC for Bandos, and usually you'd want to pick up a hammer because the goblins have a pretty common drop for a hammer. But because we have the Dragon Warhammer, we don't need to get a hammer, and we can just use that to get into the Bandos room. And apparently that was a music track. Nice. Now here's the hard part about Bandos is finding a world, because Bandos is a very popular boss, and I think I'll just be trying the 2k worlds. Hopefully those aren't too bad. But generally, like, you have to hop so many worlds just to find an open one. And then when you do find a world, you gotta hope that you don't get crashed. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous, palms are sweating, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. Just gonna hype myself up, hopefully not get the world taken by someone else in the next 30 seconds, and then we'll go in to Bandos. Okay, unsuccessful first trip. Both specs missed, which is a bad thing. That sucks, dude, but all right, let's try again. Also, looks like we went through 1% of the scales in the Serp Helm, so I guess we can expect about 100 kills from a full Serp Helm. Bro, imagine the Dragon Warhammer spec kidding. Yeah, first ever Bandos kill. Hell yeah, dude. What? No Hilt? First kill? Really? Damn, this game sucks, dude. I'm so unlucky. Gosh. Wait, okay, so if we log off, what is our ranking? Well, after a very long and tedious grind, we have almost breached the top 100 UIM Bandos KC. Oh. That's unfortunate timing. Well, I mean, it's good timing, but it's kind of weird timing. That is not my internet, that is the server. Okay, so we did get a hard clue from a minion, so that's interesting. Just kidding, we actually didn't get a hard clue from a minion. Okay, 2 things I've learned so far is that if I don't get at least 1 spec in, there's a very, very good chance I won't get the kill. And second thing is that I spend most of my time hopping worlds. I definitely spend more time hopping worlds than actually like killing the boss, so it's a bit of a struggle, but it is kind of sort of peak time. It's 4 p.m. on a Sunday, so I'm sure it'll die down later today as well as throughout the week. All right, well, that was a 2-kill trip. I just got very, very lucky there. I got 1 spec on the first and then 1 spec on the second one. So I do always use both specs on the first kill though, because chances are I will not get the chance to do a second kill. So I always take as much as I can get. Yo, we just got a kill without any specs hitting. Very happy with that. I'm kind of figuring out the timing more because I was standing under Gardor for too long. You really don't even go under him for that long is something I kind of figured out. Also, so far, it appears that I've averaged about 2 kills per hour, which I'm sure will go up over time. Like I said before, mainly due to having to hop so much. Hey, look at me, I'm doing the thing where you protect damage. Yeah. You know, when you play UIM, especially at God Wars, you just gotta get used to leaving items like these on the ground. Oh, oh no. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right, well, there was 10 KC at Bandos, and just for reference, this has taken pretty much exactly 3 hours to do. I think 13 KC is a good stopping point for now until it dies down a bit later. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is do some scale fishing because we don't really need much inventory space for it. And that way we can just charge up the Serp Helm as we go. So maybe like every night I'll just be doing that and we'll never have to worry about taking the scales back out of the bag. And I guess apparently for 13 kills, we went through about 1,800 scales. Okay, so I'm done fishing for the night. We should have enough to recharge the Serp Helm completely. Then the rest of the scales are going into the bag. Then we got a casket. Woot. Got to Bandos. This dude said, "Good luck, hardcore Ironman." I feel attacked. Friggin' defense cape, bro. Imagine using the defense cape for God Wars. Psh. Well, there's the first champion scroll on the account. Oh no, wait, okay, let me check the KC. How many goblins have we killed on this account? Oh, actually, that's a decent amount. That's more than I thought. We have 1,867 that we've killed here since we started this God Wars grind. That's so funny. He's bound to happen eventually. Hopefully one day we can get the Hobgoblin champion scroll. I'll probably kill those every once in a while. Okay, let's figure out how this works. So I do actually have the champion's cape on my main. I got it like a year or 2 ago or something. Each champion has their own special rules, and for the Goblin one, you could only use magic against it. So how's this work? It's been so long. Oh, we got a new music track from just going down here. When you do your first Champions Challenge, you also unlock a new music track in the arena. So we actually really need this for the music cape. I was given a challenge. We'll use that on him. Yes, let me add him. I believe you lose it unless you drop it when you get the kill, but I don't want to keep it anyways on the UIM, so I'm just going to keep it in the inventory. There's the music track, and then we'll just cast a couple spells on this boy. This is a dangerous minigame, by the way, so if we die, we lose everything. All right, 1 champion scroll out of, how many are there again? Like 10 plus the final fight. So yeah, there we go. You get all 10 champion scrolls, which are all 1 and 5k drops. You get the champion's cape. I guess we'll do this easy clue and back to Bandos. Actually, if anyone's interested, a long time ago, I made a series on my main account of getting the champion's cape and how I went about that. I pretty much took the most AFK possible route, but if anyone's interested, I will link that playlist of that series in the description. Because that is probably one of the most fun mini side series I've ever made before, so hopefully you enjoy it. By the way, the Goblin Scroll for a main account is the easiest one to get. With the cannon, it's like 2 hours on average. It should be like 2.5k kills per hour. But that probably was the most difficult music track to unlock for the music cape. We do have the Mimic music track already, But yeah, one day I definitely do want to get the music cape on here. Huh, first time I've gotten a longbone from killing one of those, what are they, like ogres or something? Interesting. Yeah, those guys, yeah. Alright, so there's a 50 KC at Bandos right there. That was one of very, very few 2-kill trips. Just for reference, so far, we've been averaging like 2 to 3 kills per hour. For example, I just did a 6-hour stream, and in those 6 hours, we got 14 kills at Bandos, which is like, I think it's 2.3 kills per hour. So 2.5 kills per hour is what we can expect on average, and we're at 51 KC now. So we've been at Bandos for 20 hours so far, and I think a good goal for this video is going to be 100 KC. So we're going to set to either 100 KC, or if we get the Hilt first, we'll probably call it there, but I mean, it's 1 out of 508, so definitely do not expect to get that. Honestly though, most of the time spent with this whole process is mainly hopping around looking for worlds, as well as waiting outside of the rooms. That could take such a long time. I've spent like 10 minutes hopping and waiting quite a few times already, so it kind of sucks, but it's just part of doing Bandos. It's just crowded on every single world. I only go to the total level worlds because it's pretty much all Ironman there, and they're all pretty respectful of each other, and we all kind of like wait in line and stuff. I've been seeing the same people every day so far too, so it's kind of like a cute little community. It's past 2 a.m. right now, which seems to be the best time to be doing Bandos. I'm gonna go to bed though, so with that said, here's to another 20 hours of Bandos, probably, unless we somehow get the Hilt. Okay, so we're at 80 KC at Bandos now, still no drops, and the Crystal Shield is almost dead, so I guess 80 kills is about what it's going to last us. So this is the first time recharging anything Crystal on this account, so it's going to be kind of expensive. Oh, I think we have to revert it first before we can do that. Okay, what's the damage? How much for the shield? 750k. It gets cheaper each time, but this is the first time, so it's not a fun hit to the cash stack, but definitely worth it. Up until now, I was just praying melee the whole fight because, being a noob to God Wars, I was just trying to get used to the timing of Gardor's attacks. But this is the way I understand this, which some sweaty PVM nerd, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the Hasta hits every 4 ticks, while Gardor hits every 6. So essentially, you want to trade 2-to-1 hits with him by walking under him after the second hit. Otherwise, you'd be doing 3 hits for every 2 of Gardor's, because in 12 game ticks, the Hasta hits 3 times, and Gardor would hit twice, if that makes sense. So pretty much up until now, I've just been trying to get the timing right of how long I can stand under him, and when to eat, and how long to stand under him after I eat. But now that I feel that I'm getting a pretty okay grip on it, I'm starting to pray flick range to prevent more damage, as you've been seeing in these clips right here. So as long as I don't let Gardor hit me a second time before walking under, I can camp pray range for a pretty solid amount of time. But you know, if I switch pairs at the wrong time, or don't go under fast enough, or lag for just a couple game ticks, then it would not be fun. I was also thinking of maybe getting a Dragon Defender for the Dragon Warhammer spec just to get a little extra accuracy, and possibly to try shield switching, but we'll take it one step at a time with the progression here. Oh, no way. No way. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my gosh, dude, we actually got it. Oh, dude, this account's so lucky. That actually unlocks so much for this account, but unironically. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually got it. 85 with nothing at all, and then we get it. Oh my god. Before 100 KC as well. Dude, this game's so easy, man. Just get the drop. I can't believe that. Oh, look at that. For the first time in forever, the shark stack is now below 10k. I just got a few extra kills because we were near the end of the stream and I just didn't want to end the stream early. So wrapped up with 88 kills at Gardor here though. It is getting kind of late though, so for the rest of the night, I'm going to go AFK, some Sacred Eels, and then we will wrap up tomorrow and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing. Well, tomorrow for me, for you it's me in like 10 seconds. Let's get our hood back and put the defense cape back into the cape rack and the POH. I'm very glad to be done with that. Everyone thought it was a freaking hardcore Ironman. Yo, guys, cat ears were added to Oldschool Runescape. We'll get it later though. I have to make this video. Okay, so we're gonna build the Servant's Money Bag, which is something I should have bought at the start of doing Bandos, not after we're done, but it's still gonna come in handy, so I will buy all the stuff that we need, or get all the stuff we need. I'll show you why we're building it. I was looking at all my rooms, and I don't have a bedroom. In order to have a butler, you have to have 2 bedrooms, I'm pretty sure. But there's really not much use for Butler on the UIM because you can't use them to make planks for you. The only real use I could think of a butler would maybe be to like make the pineapple pizzas as like a food while you're doing Slayer or doing maybe a certain boss or something, but a butler is just a really niche use for a UIM. So the servant's money bag I will not be using for an actual servant, but I will be using it to store money in the POH. So I need to destroy a room here because I like having a 4x4 house so the house doesn't take too long to load. I guess I'll destroy the parlor here. That was the very first room that we built in the POH, and now we're gonna destroy it. Delete. Yes, goodbye. Okay, so we're gonna build a bedroom, and then I think this is the spot, corner space. Yeah, so with 58 construction, which we have of course, we can build the servant's money bag. You can store up to 3 mil GP in here, and it's just a slightly more convenient coffer than Nightmare Zone. With Nightmare Zone 1, you could store 262,143,000 GP, so 3 mil is not much compared to it, but every time I'd finish a trip at Bandos, I'd put all my money from all the alks into the Nightmare Zone coffer, so I wouldn't have to waste the space on GP after each trip. I could use that space for food instead. So every single time I was teleporting to Yanel, but now that we have this in the POH, I don't have to go to Yanel every time after every single trip just to put money back in there. We can store it in the house instead. And if I ever die and I'm in a clutch situation, this could save a few seconds just having the money in here instead of having to make my way over to Nightmare Zone. I guess minigames tally is pretty fast, but this is kind of convenient. I'm actually going to rotate the room just like that. So this way, the money bag is a little bit closer to where the entrance portal is, right up here. Oh wait, there's no door, wait. I guess we'll start off with all the money in the inventory in there, so just deposit it. I think now we're just under 24 mil GP in total, so we did lose quite a bit of money doing Bandos. Okay, wait, there we go, this is good. There's a door here, now we can get to the bag, cool. Okay, but now it is time to do the Oldschool Runescape 7-year anniversary event, and we got an easy clue. Okay, let's go do the event. My inventory is just filled with all these special relevant items for the very special occasion that we're going to be celebrating. Cat ears is a pretty big deal for being in Oldschool Runescape, okay? I'm very excited for this. Philippa told me you could make me a pair of cat ears. Cat ears? That's a bit cringe, isn't it, Derry? Damn, Grandma being a freaking savage. It's for a friend. It's for Adobe Das. And there we go. One handmade pair of cat ears. Oh my god. These like, oh god, these puns, dude. I freaking love all these events. They're always so amazing for all the puns. Okay, like, oh my god. That's so cool. Oh yay, okay, we got all the birthday event stuff. Nice. I guess we have to drop these over to the main though because can't store them anywhere. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. We got all the things from the previous years and music track. I don't think you need the holiday event music tracks for the music cape. I think it's just for the trimmed one. Yo, dude, they got friggin' everyone here. The wise old man, you got King Rolled, there's a gnome child somewhere around here. Hans, freaking everyone's just enjoying themselves. This is freaking awesome. Just me and all my NPC friends. We got Chip, Penny, and Used Napkin. Oh yeah, if you try to pet the stray dog while you have the cat ears on, he doesn't approve of your ears. Wait, why don't you try to shoot? Wait, does he just run away as if you were shooing him? Aw. Okay, I think we should at least petition to get the left click option to be pet, or maybe RuneLite can add a menu entry swapper switch for that. Okay, so if we go down here to where the heck rats are, we can use the chase option on the cat ears to turn them into heck cat ears. Yo, I freaking love that so much, dude. This is freaking awesome. And if you try to talk to a cat with the ears on, you say, ooh woo. Oh, dude, I love this game so much. Okay, so a few last things before we wrap up this video. So we got the Bandos Hilt, and we averaged 2.5 kills per hour, meaning for a 1 out of 508 drop rate, we should have expected to spend about 200 hours to meet the drop rate for the Hilt. And instead, we got it on 85 KC, which means it only took us about 35 hours. Obviously, like, getting 85 kills would not take 35 hours for someone who actually has a bank or doing it with friends on a normal account, but we are very, very, very lucky to have gotten that Hilt. And of course, before we wrap up, we should look at the UIM Bandos KC rank. So with 88 KC, our UIM rank is 58. It's pretty crazy that like the one drop that we got was the exact one that I was looking for, and it's like kind of one of the rarest drops sort of to have gotten from Bandos because not even the minions drop the Hilt. So it's such a relief. That unlocks a lot for the account. That unlocks like Corp. I mean, you can do Corp without a BGS, but you really want to have a BGS for Corp, especially if you're going to be doing it for a long time. That'll be good for when we go back to Vorkath eventually. I'm sure we'll go back at some point. And there's probably other places that it'd be good at too, but those are the first two places that come to mind where BGS would be good at. But you know, I am very glad I saved the assembler. That's because next video, to get shards, we are going to be going to Saradomin. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.